Hello and welcome. This will be the first time I'm actually using my voice in a video because it's not actually that impressive to listen to, but here we are. In this video, I will be discussing why Arknights is the best mobile gacha game to play right now. And I know I did a video last time about the game, but I guess some people don't know how sarcasm works. But anyway, let's get into my review, shall we? Let's start with the story of Arknights. It's pretty good, especially the story events. I don't want to get to spoilers too much, so I'll give you a quick overview of the story. So, you are the doctor, the player. Then, suddenly, a cute a bunny girl wakes you up in a deep slumber with amnesia, and you have been recruited again from a pharmaceutical company called Rhodes Island, where you are the main tactician of the company before the amnesia. That's kinda the gist of it, but as the story goes on, it's really good, but it's kinda slow at the beginning. But actually, the majority of story-driven games is pretty slow, so you can't blame the writers for this. The thing I like about the story is how too realistic it is in the real world, like racism, political mumbo-jumbo, mafia stuff, and how the world acts differently towards people with various diseases or viruses. So in conclusion, the game story is good but not perfect. Short answer, very addicting. Long answer, by the beginning it's really a simple tower defense game at the surface. You put your operators in the maps and prevent the enemies from going to the blue box. Very easy, right? But after chapter 3 hits, it goes harder each progressing level, and don't get me started on contingency contract. Chapter 3 and beyond, the maps played very differently. Unlike PvZ or Plant vs Zombies, there is also enemy variety. Like, you get the small boys, then the big boys, then the annoying boys, the running little bastards, and the list goes on. Now, this is the segment I'm so excited to talk about, the operators. If the gameplay is the meat of Arknights, well, the characters or the operators are the sauce. That's really bad. So anyway, we got babes, we got hunks, we got furries, and we got a questionable gender type. Well, jokes aside, the operators are very diverse and versatile. Everybody can be used, and they operate very differently from each other. Now, we're gonna talk about the classes. First, the vanguards. The DP regen class, which generate deployment points. Very useful in all stages. We have casters, snipers, medics, and defenders. A pretty self-explanatory class. We also have specialists, the class that does very useful and sometimes weird stuff like pulling, pushing, mine planting, fast redeployment, and so on. And now we have the best class, the guards. The what the heck just happened class, where you put your silver ashes in your sorters to beat the map like a fucking metal slave that you are. So anyway, everyone can be used on all maps, and the best thing about this is that you can beat pretty much every map with even low rarity units like your Fangs, Beagles, and Crocodiles. I just put this into one segment because music is a form of art, right? Fight me. Anyway, the art in this game is so good, probably one of the main reasons I even played the game since launch. The operator art is very consistent with the world. It's not like we have a techno dude, then suddenly we pull the fucking caveman out of nowhere. Also, the character designs aren't too over-sexualized. It's always cool, badass, sometimes cute, sometimes very questionable. Now for the music. Oh my god, Mamma Mia, the music is bangers! Especially the contingency contract OST. Makes me wonder that Hypergriff, the creator of the game, is actually a music company. We got music from Chapter 8. Then my favorite CC lobby music that is coming to global, that is CC number 5. I'm actually sick and tired hearing fantasy music in most gacha games. This music though sounds really refreshing. So in conclusion, just play the game. It's very worth your time, even if you're not into tower defense games like me. I wasn't really a fan of tower defense games to begin with, but Arknights changed my perspective of it. So in conclusion, just play the game. It's very much worth your time. Even if you're not a big fan of TD games, I've been through there. I'm not really a fan of it as well. But Arknights really changed how I see TD games now. It has great story, great gameplay, great music, and characters. I didn't include the gacha element of this game because, let's face it, it's just a standard slot machine. It's not why I love the game, but rather, it's the characters, everything about it, except the gacha, even though it's a gacha game. Mind blown. So for my ratings, I give it a 9 out of 10. Why that score and not a 10 out of 10? Because where is my claim button, Hypergriff? Where is it? Give me the claim button, please.